Respect is not handed out like candy because you whispered, please. It's not a birthday gift, not a participation trophy, not a polite courtesy anyone is obligated to give you. Respect is something you earn through fire, claim through steel, and take without asking twice. At its core, it is nothing more or less than the exact mirror of how ruthlessly you value yourself. Look around. How many people do you see living in quiet desperation? They spend decades, sometimes entire lifetimes, playing the people-pleasing game at an expert level. They smile when they want to scream, say, yes, when every cell screams, no, and stay silent when their truth is burning inside. They apologize for taking up space in the room, for having an opinion, and for simply existing as they are. They shrink their dreams to fit someone else's comfort zone, trade their principles for temporary approval, and lower their standards so others don't feel threatened. And then, they wonder why no one respects them. Here is the brutal, unchanging law of life. Life does not reward hope. Life does not reward good intentions. Life rewards demonstrated value. Action. Presence. Unbreakable self-respect. That's the currency that actually moves the needle. If you keep waiting for someone else to notice your worth and hand you respect like a participation medal, you will wait forever. Worse, you hand them the pen and let them write the number next to your name. And most people? They write very small numbers. Begging for respect is the fastest way to lose it forever. Chasing validation is like pouring your power into someone else's account. Shrinking yourself so others feel big only confirms in their mind that you are small. Every single time you compromise your truth, lower your voice, accept poor treatment, just this once, or stay in a situation that drains your soul, you are literally training the world. My boundaries are soft. My value is optional. You can cross this line again. And the world listens. It learns. It repeats. The reversal starts here. One non-negotiable truth. Respect begins and ends inside your own skull. Self-awareness is not fluffy self-help talk. It is the foundation stone. You cannot demand from others what you refuse to see and defend in yourself. Your time? Sacred. Your energy? Finite and irreplaceable. Your attention? One of the most powerful forces on earth. Your thoughts and your voice? They shape reality. If you treat these things like cheap commodities, everyone else will too. The moment, the literal second, you decide, I will no longer tolerate being spoken to like I'm less. I will no longer dim my light so someone else can shine brighter. I will no longer apologize for having standards. That is the moment your power flips back into your hands. Understand this clearly. Real power is never loud. It is not yelling, threatening, or trying to dominate every room. Real power is quiet, calm, unshakable certainty. It is crystal clear boundaries enforced without drama. It is rock-solid loyalty to your own values even when no one is watching. It is the ability to say no once and mean it forever. When you stand in that kind of quiet certainty, respect does not need to be demanded. It arrives, naturally, inevitably, like gravity pulling water downhill. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are fences with gates. You decide who enters, under what conditions, and for how long. They are loud declarations in silence. This is what I accept. This is what I will never accept again. When someone tests that boundary, and they will often repeatedly do not explode in anger, that shows fear. Do not over-explain or justify, that gives your power away. Do not beg them to understand, that trains them you can be worn down. Respond with calm strength. One clear sentence. Firm eye contact. No smile to soften it. If they cross again, walk away. No long goodbye speech. No second chances after clear warnings. No guilt. Protect your peace the way a lion protects her cubs, instinctively, without apology. Integrity is the glue. You cannot live double lives and expect single respect. Say one thing, do another? Respect evaporates. Preach values you don't practice? People smell the hypocrisy from miles away. Betray your own principles for money, approval, sex, status, or peace? You just sold your dignity at a garage sale price. Respect is magnetically drawn to authenticity. Where your word equals your action. Where your choices scream your values louder than any motivational quote ever could. Where your presence alone says, I know who I am. I like who I am. I protect who I am. This version of respect is not built by impressing others. It is built by refusing to be impressed by anything less than your own standards. Claiming respect does not mean becoming cruel, dominating conversations, belittling others to feel big, turning into a cold, heartless machine. It means moving through the world with quiet, lethal confidence, unshakable self-possession, zero tolerance for settling, clear intention in every step. The people aligned with your energy, they rise to match it. The ones who aren't, they fade away quietly or loudly. Either way, they leave space for better. This is not a weekend seminar mindset. It is a lifetime discipline. Every morning, wake up and affirm silently or out loud. My worth is non-negotiable. My boundaries are steel. Today I honor myself first, no exceptions. No apologies. No shrinking. Daily habits that compound into unbreakable respect. Audit your circle ruthlessly. Who drains and who elevates. Cut the drainers without ceremony. Protect your mornings. The first hour is yours. No phone, no people-pleasing, only what feeds your soul. Say no, at least once a day, to something small. Build the muscle. When disrespect shows up, respond in under 10 seconds. Calm, clear, done. And each night reviewing. Where did I honor myself today? Where did I sell out, even a little? Adjust tomorrow. Resistance will come. Old friends who like the old compliant version of you will guilt trip, mock, and withdraw affection. Family may call you selfish when you finally stop being their emotional punching bag. Colleagues may label you difficult when you stop saying yes to every favor. That is not failure. That is filtering. That is clarity arriving. Let them leave. Your energy is too expensive for discount relationships. Solitude is not punishment, it is power. Learn to sit alone without needing validation. In that silence you hear your real voice. You remember what you stand for. You stop fearing being alone more than being disrespected. Courage is required. Courage to say no when everyone expects yes. Courage to walk away from good enough toward this is what I deserve. Courage to stand alone when the crowd goes the other way. Most people never develop that courage. They stay comfortable. And comfort is the graveyard of respect. But you are choosing differently. Never beg. Never plead. Never grovel. Never apologize for having standards, for taking up space, for being unapologetically you. Stand tall, even when your knees shake. Speak clearly, even when your voice cracks at first. Act decisively, even when the outcome is uncertain. Guard your boundaries like fortress gates. Live your principles like they are oxygen. Hold your dignity in every storm. Respect is no longer something you hope lands in your lap. It is something you chose, you earned, and you protect daily. When you embody it fully, unapologetically, relentlessly, the world stops having a choice. It must reflect your level back to you.